My beloved child. Before this message moves forward, I need you to do something very important. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear is not something that comes every day. It is not a message that appears by accident. There is a reason your eyes stopped here. There is a reason your heart feels drawn to these words. And by the end of this message, you may understand why. For a long time, a special person has been carrying something inside their heart. They smiled when they needed to smile. They acted normal when everyone was watching. They stayed quiet when they wanted to speak. They walked away when they wanted to stay. Yet through all of this, one truth remained unchanged. Their thoughts kept returning to you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What makes this revelation so surprising is not just what they feel. It is how long they have been holding these feelings inside. There were moments when they almost spoke. Moments when they almost revealed everything. Moments when they stood at the edge of honesty, ready to tell the truth. But every time, something stopped them. Uncertainty. Timing. Fear of misunderstanding. Fear that the connection they felt would not be understood. Yet something has changed. The silence that once protected their feelings is becoming too heavy to carry. The words that stayed hidden are beginning to rise to the surface. The emotions that remained locked away are asking to be seen. And the most surprising part is that this person has finally reached a point where they can no longer ignore what their heart has been trying to tell them. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Think back for a moment. Have there been strange coincidences lately? Unexpected reminders? Moments when someone's energy seemed to linger in your thoughts without explanation? Sometimes the biggest stories begin quietly. Sometimes the strongest feelings reveal themselves through the smallest signs. And right now, pieces of a much larger picture are beginning to come together. This special person has been watching your journey from a distance. They have noticed your strength during difficult moments. They have seen the kindness you show when nobody is paying attention. They have admired qualities within you that many people overlook. While others focused on the surface, this person noticed the details. The little things. The things that reveal who you truly are. That is why their feelings became impossible to ignore. Because what started as simple admiration slowly transformed into something deeper. Something stronger. Something that refused to disappear. Stay till the end. There is a reason this revelation feels different from anything before. This is not about temporary emotions. This is not about passing curiosity. This is about a realization that grew quietly over time until it became undeniable. And now, after all this waiting, after all this silence, after all these unanswered questions, the truth is beginning to emerge. The special person finally opened their heart. Not halfway. Not cautiously. Not with uncertainty. They opened it completely. And what they revealed surprised even them. They revealed that no matter how much time passed, their thoughts always found a way back to you. No matter how busy life became, your presence remained somewhere within their mind. No matter how many distractions appeared, there was always a feeling that remained unchanged. Don't skip. The most important part is still ahead. Because the revelation goes deeper. This person realized that their connection to you was not built on a single moment. It was built on countless moments. Small moments that seemed ordinary at the time. Moments that now carry extraordinary meaning. Looking back, they can see a trail of memories leading directly to this realization. And as they followed that trail, one truth became impossible to deny. You mattered far more than they ever admitted. The surprising part is that they didn't expect these feelings to become so strong. They thought time would change things. They thought distance would change things. They thought circumstances would change things. But instead, every passing season only brought more clarity. Every unanswered question created more understanding. Every quiet moment revealed more truth. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this story is reaching a turning point. The walls that once protected their emotions are falling away. The hesitation that once held them back is becoming weaker. And for the first time in a very long time, they are allowing themselves to be honest about what has been hidden within their heart. The revelation is not just that they care. The revelation is not just that they think about you. The revelation is that they finally accepted something they spent a long time trying to avoid. Their heart already knew the answer long before their mind was ready to accept it. And now that answer is becoming impossible to ignore. Don't skip. The next part of this message will uncover what happened after they finally accepted this truth, and why the timing of this revelation may be more important than anyone realizes. A quiet shift is happening right now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment that special person finally accepted what was inside their heart, everything began to change. Not on the outside at first. The world looked exactly the same. The days continued. The routines continued. The conversations continued. But deep inside, something was completely different. For the first time, they stopped running from the truth. And when they stopped running, they began to see something they had missed for a very long time. They realized that every important memory somehow led back to you. Every meaningful moment carried a connection. Every unanswered feeling pointed in the same direction. Stay till the end. Because what happened next surprised them more than anyone else. They started remembering things they had almost forgotten. Small details. Tiny moments. Brief conversations. Passing interactions. Things that seemed ordinary at the time suddenly felt extraordinary. It was as if their heart had been collecting pieces of a puzzle without telling them. And now the puzzle was finally complete. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The more they reflected, the clearer everything became. They realized that their admiration was never temporary. Their interest was never casual. Their attention was never random. It was real. And that realization carried a weight they could no longer ignore. For a long time they wondered whether they should remain silent. Whether they should continue hiding their feelings. Whether they should keep pretending that nothing had changed. But every answer led them back to the same truth. The heart can stay quiet for a season. But eventually, the truth wants to be heard. Stay till the end. Because the next revelation changes everything. There was one particular moment that kept returning to their thoughts. A moment they could not explain. A moment that felt small when it happened but powerful when remembered. The more they thought about it, the more they understood why it mattered. That moment revealed something important. You had become part of their story long before they realized it. Not because anyone forced it. Not because anyone planned it. But because some connections naturally grow stronger with time. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. And here comes the surprising part. When this special person finally opened their heart completely, they discovered that their greatest fear was never rejection. Their greatest fear was silence. The fear of never speaking. The fear of never expressing what mattered. The fear of wondering forever what could have happened if they had simply been honest. That realization changed everything. Because once they understood that, their perspective shifted. Instead of focusing on uncertainty, they started focusing on possibility. Instead of focusing on hesitation, they started focusing on courage. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, they started thinking about what could go right. Stay till the end. Because the biggest revelation is still ahead. There is something remarkable happening beneath the surface of this story. While this person was trying to understand their feelings, they also began to understand your value. Not your value based on achievements. Not your value based on appearances. Not your value based on what others think. Your true value. The qualities that make you unique. The strength that carried you through difficult days. The kindness you show when nobody notices. The determination you display when challenges appear. They saw it all. And the more they saw, the stronger their feelings became. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Now imagine standing at the edge of a life-changing realization. Imagine knowing something important but being afraid to say it aloud. Imagine carrying a truth that grows stronger every day. That is exactly where this special person found themselves. And then something unexpected happened. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, they felt clarity. A clarity they had never experienced before. A certainty they could not explain. A feeling that this chapter of silence could not continue forever. Stay till the end. Because what they revealed next was astonishing. They admitted that whenever they imagined the future, your presence somehow appeared within it. Not because they forced the thought. Not because they planned it. But because their heart naturally included you in the picture. That realization caught them completely by surprise. And once they saw it, they could never unsee it. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The truth is that some revelations arrive quietly. There are no dramatic signs. No loud announcements. No sudden flashes. Just a deep understanding that settles into the heart and refuses to leave. That is exactly what happened here. This person finally understood what their heart had been trying to tell them all along. And now, standing at this turning point, they know that silence is becoming more difficult than honesty. They know that hiding feelings is becoming harder than expressing them. They know that the story is moving toward a moment that cannot be delayed forever. Stay till the end. Because in the next part, you will discover the unexpected sign that convinced them this revelation could no longer remain hidden, and why what happens next may become the most unforgettable part of this entire story. An unexpected sign changed everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Just when this special person thought they understood their feelings, something happened that made those feelings impossible to ignore. It was not a grand event. It was not something the entire world could see. Yet for them, it felt like one of the most important moments they had ever experienced. Because suddenly, all the confusion disappeared. The questions that once filled their mind began to fade. The uncertainty that once held them back started losing its power. And in its place came a realization so clear that it left them speechless. Stay till the end. Because this revelation is leading to something extraordinary. For a long time, they believed they could keep their emotions hidden. They believed they could quietly carry these feelings and never have to face them directly. But the heart has a way of revealing what truly matters. Every time they tried to move their attention elsewhere, they found themselves thinking about you again. Every time they convinced themselves the feelings would fade, the feelings became stronger. Every time they tried to explain it away, they discovered another reason why you mattered. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Then came the sign. A simple moment. A brief realization. A thought so powerful that it stopped them in their tracks. They imagined a future where they never spoke honestly. A future where they never shared what was inside their heart. A future where they remained silent forever. And the thought did not bring peace. It brought regret. That was the moment everything changed. Because they finally understood something important. Some opportunities are too meaningful to ignore. Some connections are too valuable to leave unanswered. Some truths deserve to be spoken. Stay till the end. Because the next part is something they never expected. Once they accepted this realization, they began looking at everything differently. Suddenly, old memories felt brighter. Conversations carried deeper meaning. Even ordinary moments seemed connected to a much larger story. It was as though they had been reading only half the pages of a book. Now they could finally see the entire chapter. And what they discovered surprised them. The connection they felt was not built in a day. It was built through patience. Built through understanding. Built through genuine appreciation. Built through time. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Then came another revelation. Perhaps the most surprising one yet. This person realized that what they admired most about you was not something obvious. It was your resilience. Your ability to keep moving forward. Your ability to remain hopeful. Your ability to continue growing even when life became complicated. Those qualities stayed in their mind. Those qualities inspired them. Those qualities became impossible to forget. And little by little, admiration transformed into something deeper. Something stronger. Something undeniable. Stay till the end. Because the story is approaching a powerful turning point. The more honest they became with themselves, the more one truth stood out above everything else. You had already changed their perspective. You had already influenced their journey. You had already left an impact that could not be erased. And that realization carried tremendous meaning. Because people do not easily forget those who genuinely inspire them. They do not easily forget those who bring light into their thoughts. They do not easily forget those who make ordinary moments feel extraordinary. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Now imagine carrying this understanding day after day. Imagine knowing that someone has become deeply important to your story. Imagine realizing that the feelings are real. Imagine recognizing that silence can no longer hide the truth. That is exactly where this special person stands right now. At the edge of a decision. At the edge of honesty. At the edge of a moment that may change everything. And what makes this even more remarkable is that they no longer see fear as the main obstacle. They see possibility. They see hope. They see potential. Stay till the end. Because the biggest revelation of this chapter is here. After all the reflection, after all the questions, after all the moments of uncertainty, this special person finally made a promise to themselves. A promise that they would no longer ignore what their heart already knows. A promise that they would no longer pretend their feelings are insignificant. A promise that they would honor the truth they have discovered. And that promise created a powerful shift. For the first time, they stopped asking whether the feelings were real. Instead, they began asking what comes next. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what comes next is the part they never saw coming. The signs have aligned. The understanding has arrived. The truth has been acknowledged. And now, a new chapter is beginning. A chapter where silence is replaced with clarity. A chapter where hidden emotions move closer to expression. A chapter where the story finally starts moving forward. Stay till the end. Because in the next part, you will discover the surprising realization that convinced this special person that the timing of this revelation is not random, and why what they plan to do next may become the most unforgettable moment of this entire journey.